and welcome to T Sport Bernau. We are a truck racing team that competes in the FIA European Truck Racing Championship, and today we're going to give you a tour around our very own 2020 race truck. The truck itself goes 160 kilometers an hour, which is 100 miles an hour. We have a GPS module built onto the truck which sort of checks how fast we go. If we have an overspeed, we get a penalty during the race. The weight itself is 5,300 kilo, and to power all this to the top speed, we have a race power engine from MAN, which has 1,200 horsepower and around 6,000 newton meters of torque. And then to stop it all, we actually spray water onto the brake disc through the vents of the disc to help cooling of the disc and to give the extra life into the disc. And that's why when you see them racing, they'll have steam coming from all four corners of the truck. So the engine is a 6-cylinder inline engine, single turbocharged, running on standard white diesel, so like you get from the petrol station. Then the gearbox is a 16-speed ZF gearbox, and during the race we use around 2 gears per lap. Then it goes back to a differential. The differential is a spool diff, which means that it's 100% locked, so the wheels don't move independently. So to get it round the corner, we have to then construct this subframe that you can see. We build it all ourselves, and this is to take the flex out of the chassis so we can engineer the truck to go fast around the corners. The only thing really standard about the truck is the 2 chassis rails and the outer skin of the cab. When I say outer skin of the cab, like we remove all the structural parts of the doors and the cab structure, which normally take the speakers, the bunks and like seatbelt brackets. This means that the doors are very flexible, lightweight, so we reduce the weight as low as possible. Obviously we have a huge roll cage to protect the driver because of the weight of the vehicles and the speed. It's all about safety with the trucks as well, so we have big bumpers on the side which sort of limits the damage that the driver can sort of take to his body. Hopefully the truck absorbs all the damage, because metal is replaceable, so therefore we try and, or we carry spare parts such as extra bumpers, extra panels, so we can survive a race weekend, shall we say. For actually building the truck, there isn't like a go-to place to find all the parts to build a race truck, so this is why with our partners we have a real strong connection and work in collaboration with them. For example, PE, we use a lot of parts from obviously the MAN parts, but we also run Renault, DAF, Scania, Volvo, Mercedes parts on the race truck, because each part has its unique usage, and maybe, for example, a Mercedes part is more compact than, say, a Volvo part. So as you can see, we work very closely with Bpw Lubricants. They supply us obviously all the oils and grease that we need for the race truck. For us, this is a huge thing because we can really capitalise on their knowledge from oils. So we run a special blended race oil for the engine. Then we run a standard sort of GL4 gearbox oil, and then the differential, because it's a spool diff, 100% lock diff, we run like this oil which is like syrup, it's so thick. So but we'll go, hopefully when we go racing we can do a more in-depth video for the lubricants and show you what it's all about. So the biggest development this winter is we have fitted a Bpw Caliper to the rear axle. We're obviously running a PE aftermarket Bpw disc. Then then obviously the caliper itself has never been fitted to a driven axle before. So we've worked very closely with the guys in Veal at Bpw to sort of do the calculations to guarantee the greatest success for this caliper. So we're obviously really looking forward to actually test it on the circuit, put it through its paces and sort of reap the benefits, because it's a lot lighter sort of design and package than a standard caliper system. So from this side, for you guys, on the serial trucks and trailers, obviously weight is payload, payload pays, and for us, the more weight we can get out of an unsprung mass, then the benefits we reap down the line. That's it for the video, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions or want us to go into more details about anything, please just link it in the comments below. We'll try and cover as many questions as we can in each video. Plan to do a lot more videos in the future with the trailer, how the team sort of works behind the scenes, manufacturing of parts, of spare parts, loading of the trailer, so all that's to come. Bear with us, obviously we're all new to this, so but like I say, any questions, link it in the comments. We'll see you next time.